Hey there, darling. It's Amy Ahlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, coming to you today. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have sent me emails and beautiful responses on my blog about my husband and I finally being knocked up. Oh, yeah, baby. So it's so exciting, and I just really am incredibly touched that of your support and your love and that you care. It's really amazing to me. So thank you, sweetheart. But that brings me to today's topic, and that is, what about when you don't get what you want? Now, any of you out there that have struggled or are challenged by the art of conceiving a child, I don't know, is it an art form? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I do know that it is one of the most incredible co-creations on the planet. You have to co-create with your partner or with the sperm bank and the doctor. You've got to co-create with the soul from beyond. And then, of course, you have to co-create with yourself and your higher self and your inner wisdom. And any of you that are going through that struggle right now, I just really want you to know that I see you and I hear you. And I'm sending you many, many, many blessings that you do get what you want. And maybe there's those of you watching right now who are struggling with something else that you want that hasn't come yet. Maybe it's that soulmate, or maybe that dream job that you'd been hoping for. Or maybe you're feeling a little lonely and what you really want is a new friend, a new BFF in the world. I hear you. I really do hear you. And it's such an interesting thing because with conceiving and fertility and all of that, there's this incredible reminder every 28 days or so about nope, didn't get it, nope, didn't get it, nope, didn't get it, until hopefully one day you actually say, yay, it's happening, which I feel so blessed that we finally got that yes, and that, we're getting in the process of getting the happy ending that we longed for. But over that year and a half, and especially after I shared with all of you that have been following me since last year, that this was my deepest desire and that it really was holding my happiness hostage, it would be interesting because I'd be actually out at events speaking in the world, and people would literally come up to me and put their hands on my belly and say, is there a baby in there yet? And I know that they were doing it out of such love. And I was always so touched because I know that they cared so deeply and just wanted what I wanted and wanted my dreams to come true. And yet there I would be about to go on stage or having just come off the stage and have to say, nope, not yet. I remember actually the day before we found out we were pregnant, my husband and I were getting in the car. We had just finished visiting our dear friends Emily and Brian and their beautiful 6-month-old baby at the time. And Annabella was getting in the car, and out of the blue she says, but mommy, daddy, I really, really, really want to be a big sister. I really want to be a big sister. And I'm like choking back the tears in the front seat saying, oh, sweetie, I know you'd be such an amazing big sister. And hopefully one day a baby is going to come and bless our family. And lo and behold, the very next day I took a pregnancy test and got the pregnancy yes that I had been hoping for. But it's not always that way. And having that funeral every 28 days, as a friend recently said to me, was really tough. And so we have these markers with fertility. Yes, it's the marker of receiving your moon, your period, whatever, your menstruation, whatever it is that you call it. And maybe for you, it's every birthday, if there's that long held desire in your heart that shows up, or every New Year's Eve, or every Valentine's Day, or every holiday season, or whatever that marker is for you, when we can feel that absence. And it's hard. It's really hard. So today I thought I would outline, and I made some super fancy graphics for you because that's how I roll here as the Wake Up Call Coach. But I did make some graphics, otherwise known as clipboards with pieces of paper. And I created a little 5-step process for what to do when you don't get what you want. So here's step 1. Step 1, feel your feelings, even the ones that you don't want to feel. And I challenge you right here and now, if there's something that you deeply want in your life that hasn't arrived yet, I challenge you to just look at what are the feelings you're not letting yourself feel. And this might show up as stuffing. It could be overeating or overspending or watching too much television or what have you. Are you stuffing those feelings down? It could be the sadness that might be really hard for you to be with. It might be the anger let's get enraged a little bit, shall we, ladies? Anger can be really healthy, especially if you're feeling a little depressed. I encourage you to actually bump up your vibration a little bit and get a little pissed off. I remember I would say to Elizabeth Manning, my incredible, cannot recommend her highly enough, conscious conception coach, Elizabeth Manning, Elizabeth with an S. I did a link over to her recently. You know, I would say to her, we'd do this amazing meditation and I would meet the baby in the spiritual realm, and then I'd get out of the meditation, and I'm going to swear now, so cover your ears if you're under 21 years old or 18 or whatever. I would just say to her, I would say, where the fuck is my baby? Where is he? Where is she? And we would just laugh about it, but it just felt good to let that anger course through my veins of like, where is this child, right? So please feel the feelings, especially the ones that you don't want to. It's so cathartic, and it's so important to clear that out so that you can welcome in that beautiful baby, that beautiful soulmate, that beautiful job, that career, that friend, whatever it is that you are longing for. Your health, that beautiful body, whatever you're longing for. So that's step one. Okay. Step two, surrender, Dorothy, surrender. I know, if one other person would have come up to me when I was working on getting pregnant and would have said, just let it go, surrender. I wanted to pull my hair out. I wanted to scream. And yet, of course, it was really true. And so what I highly recommend doing is literally surrendering. This is something Christina Rilo and I teach in our Inner Wisdom Golden Circle and at Intermene Grow Reform School. Literally put your arms out and do the surrender plunge, as Christine calls it, and fall back on your bed and just say, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. And what you're surrendering is surrender that deep, deep, deep desire and any resistance that might be there, any resistance to the fact that it hasn't come yet. And literally imagine it like a bubble just going up into the heavens and having the God, the universe, goddess, the higher self, whatever it is that you call it, just hand it over, darling. Hand it over to that higher power and just surrender it up. It doesn't mean that you have to let go of wanting it. It just means that you get to surrender it and decide that the universe is in charge. That you don't have to work so hard, that you don't have to be worrying about it all the time, that it doesn't have to be, hijacking your happiness anymore. Surrender it. That's step two. Okay, step three. Collect evidence. Do you see that? Okay, good. Collect evidence. And here's what I mean by that. Collect evidence that it's possible that you could get what you want. For me, I'm going to be turning 40 in November, and I thought, okay, I'm going to start collecting evidence of all the moms that I know who had babies in their 40s. So I just collect that evidence. And so many of you left beautiful stories when I put what has been holding my happiness hostage video up, of stories of your own children that you conceived a little bit later in life. Collect evidence that it is possible. That's step three. Okay, you ready for step four? Here we go. Be mindful of your words, the magic of yet. Be mindful of your words, because it can be so easy to start telling the story out in the world that you're not going to get what you want, and that it's just not going to happen for you, and that you're one of the unlucky ones. And I highly recommend the magic of the word yet. I would say to friends, because oftentimes I'd go to lunch with a friend or I'd be on the phone, and I'd say, the first thing I would just say, because I knew that they were thinking it, right? Is I'd say, nope, not pregnant yet. Baby hasn't come yet. And I'd really mindfully and purposely use that word yet. Because what it does is it says, I expect that it is coming. I'm allowing it to come to me. I believe that the universe is conspiring in my favor to have this beautiful, deep desire that I have in my heart to come to me. It just hasn't arrived yet. So be really mindful of your words and be mindful of the story that you're telling in your life. Remember, I've talked about it before, and you can look this up on the blog, that addiction to struggle. Sometimes we can start getting addicted to struggle, and so committed to the story is the struggle, that then it kind of blocks it from happening. So be mindful of your words. Okay, and now here's the final one. And truly, I highly recommend this, and maybe you know what it's going to be. Step 5, when all else fails, have a dance party. Yep, dance party. Now, I chose a song today for a little dance party action with y'all. And now, remember, the idea here is not for you to look at me making a total ass of myself, right? But the idea is for you to just get your groove on for a moment with me. So I chose today, especially when I was grieving every 28 days that the baby hadn't come and feeling depressed and blue and sad, in order to help me get to that anger, which felt so much better, I would put on none other than my husband's band, 50 Foot Wave. And my husband's an incredible drummer, musician, keyboard player, guitar player, bass player, and he plays with the incredible, remarkable, extraordinary Kristen Hirsch. And in this band 50 Foot Wave. And I personally put on my husband's drumming because it's so cathartic. So this song's pretty heavy, y'all. So are you ready? Are you ready to really rock out with me? Okay, this is called Dog Days from 50 Foot Wave, featuring Kristen Hirsch and my amazing husband, Rob Ahlers and Bernard George on bass. Here we go. Okay, here we go. These dog days don't really leave me with a stomach ache. These dog days, come on, leave me with a stomach ache. Okay, listen to my husband's drumming. Oh, he's so good. Oh yeah, baby. All right, it's Amy Ahlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, signing off, reminding you to use this 5-step process anytime, darling, you are feeling sad or blue or frustrated that you haven't gotten what you wanted yet. And I am sending you a vision of all of your dreams coming true, no matter what they are, no matter how impossible they seem. You matter, your dreams matter. And I'm just so excited and delighted and honored that you've taken the time out of your busy day to listen to and watch this video. I'm always honored. I so love it when you leave your comments below. I read every single one of them, and I'm always blown away when you share my videos with your friends and family and colleagues. So please do so below. Leave me a message below and let me know, what is that deep desire in your life that you are now surrendering up to the universe and collecting evidence of and feeling all your feelings about. And yes, maybe even having a little dance party too. It's Amy Ahlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, signing off, waking up the sacred in your everyday life. I love you.